before it all wore off.
Oh, yeah.
Happy to hear it's going to be okay, though. The world is excited about that for sure.
Thank God. Yeah, but I mean, like,
sesamoids, dude.
What the hell is a sesamoid? Can we get a diagram on what these things are? Are they ligaments?
Look, here's your toe.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Sesamoids up underneath there, like the patella. You know how the patella holds your tendons together. The patella, everything kind of comes to it, right? So it's kind of the pivotal spot.
Yeah.
It's where everything connects in your knee. It's right there on the front, also known as a kneecap.
Okay.
Is the patella, but it connects everything. So whenever you dislocate your kneecap, you can see how that could potentially be very painful. Okay, I did that my last season. Had to put that back in there. Patrick Mahomes also did that, by the way. He dislocated his kneecap and came back that thing. So the tendons are kind of all held together there, and I believe whenever you have to take care of the sesamoid, see, there's the kneecap right there, I do believe.
This is sesamoid right here?
So it looks exactly like a kneecap almost there.
wow.
Zoom in. So is that at the bottom or the inside of it? The joint.
There's this photo as well.
Yeah, so the sesamoids are down here.
Yeah.
In the joint? Yeah, so just like the kneecap, 3.
Yeah. Oh, I see your sesamoids.
You see my sesamoid?
Yeah, I see your sesamoid right here.
That's your sesamoid. So that's the bottom of my sesamoid right there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So the toe comes through here and then goes to there. This acts as like a kneecap where you can move that thing. The sesamoids down here take a little bit longer to heal.
Okay. Looks like gout usually takes sesamoids on.
Now, I do believe God doesn't fuck with the sesamoids.
No. That's what we're gonna do.
Do you think this is a lingering injury?
Onions.
Because isn't like foot stuff, like typically that's the kind of stuff that stays around for a while? Like, you think this is something he's gonna have to be dealing with for potentially this season?
Knee stuff sticks around.
Yeah.
Knee stuff always sticks around, you know? So you would assume if this is acting as if it's a kneecap in the foot,
Something to monitor.
something to think about.
Okay.
He still got it, though. He was bad, fucked up sesamoids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no sesamoids.
Who knows what those sesamoids were? I cannot wait for people, who listen or watch this show to talk to somebody that they know about sesamoids and just completely blow fucking minds. As soon as that text message came through to me this morning, I couldn't wait to read it. I was like, sesamoids, get me. We're going to say the word sesamoids. Let's go to Chris from South Carolina. What's going on, Chris?
Hey, man.
How's your sesamoids, dude?
I feel pretty good today, man. Thanks for asking.
Hey, you seem like you sound like you guys pretty quick on your feet. Make sure your sesamoids are fine and dandy, because that is where I heard at, by the way. When my toe starts to hurt, is right down there. The sesamoid, also known as the ball of your foot. It feels like that is where the sesamoids are right down there.
No, Maggie, outside.
Sesamoids, I believe.
Outside.
That makes sense.
I don't my ball pictures are nice and stretched out.
Well, I think Father Time will do that to you as well, so I don't think you got to worry about that. But your sesamoids are pretty taken care of. What do you want to talk about?
What do you have today?
Hey, I think it was last week you mentioned that your brother's dog was in surgery after he got hit by a car, but we didn't hear a follow-up. How's he doing?
Great question, Chris. Roland is good, Jay?
Yeah, he's good. A lot of the swelling in his face is kind of come down, so he looks pretty
Oh,
content.
man.
He's got a bit of a limp, but he's good.
This dog sprinted into a car that was moving at least 35, 40 miles an hour, right in the face. Has a fractured little cheekbone, and that's really about it. Four teeth gone, rolls a teeth.
Something
An ox. Yeah, he is an ox.
Yeah.
Nice dog, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a nice, super nice, good sesamoids on there.
I was gonna say you should check this out.
Yeah, let's go to Josh, Colorado Springs. What's going on, Josh?
Well, Pat and the boys, how are you doing on this championship Monday?
Oh, great, because the NCAA college basketball tournament ends this evening with the national champion being crowned in one shining moment. Happening on the internet. I cannot wait to see Gonzaga have that moment and be the greatest college basketball team of all time. What do you want to talk about, Josh?
Well, first, I just want to give a shout out to Nick enjoying that hot dog buffet down there in Key West.
Shout out.
So, my question is, Pat, if we were to go toe-to-toe, no pun intended there, Pat Mahomes, inside the octagon, we got Ariel Helwani the Stooge, and I want to see him up against Mad Mel Kiper.
Oh, I do believe that would be a plus 100 for both fight there. I'm not sure the odds makers will really know who does what. Let's assume that Helwani has trained in some sort of something after all the years he's watched of mixed martial arts and covered it. But let's not. Mad Mel Kiper, There's a certain, X factor that comes whenever the hair is hair-sprayed back like that. Raw motion is coming through every
Have you got a contract for me?
Not only does this quest pay, but you get to have fun doing it. Probably.
Well, that's the problem is unless you can
Why are you looking at me that way?
get drafted, right? Who knows how Matt Bell's going to get.
I just gave you chicken. Just gave you chicken.
Exactly.
When Mel's in the ring, you might be able to just whisper in his ear when he says on his phone, hey, Aaron Rodgers just left the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, you're going out there. Sucks. The issue with, yeah, exactly. Gator's better than use it in the front. That'll last, what, 10, 15 seconds, that angle there?
Yeah, probably.
But then somebody from the crowd will say, he did it! Oh, yeah. Let's go to Brandon in Texas. What's going on, Brandon?
What's going on, Pat and the boys? How y'all doing?
Hey, not too shabby. How are you, Brandon? How's Texas down there? You guys, big pressure this week, right? 40,000 people going into a stadium.
It's a good girl, Luna.
Remember,
I stay away from that stuff, man. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'm a
I'm gonna leave it alone, to be honest. So,
Smart. What do you want to talk about, Brandon?
well, I mean, I'm a Bills fan stuck here in Texas, and with this recent signing of a backup quarterback who seems to be, in my opinion, better than, I don't know, the other starters in the league. How do you think it feels to be a Bills fan right now? Look at the situation we're in here. Nothing against anybody else, but we have, in my opinion, our two quarterbacks are the best two in that division.
Hey, listen, Mitchell Trubisky, if he was able to play like he played when he was playing good, he was number 3 or number 2 overall QBR in the NFL not that long ago. Now, also not that long ago that played football like that was Carson Wentz. Now, Carson Wentz and Mitchell Trubisky, similar situations. For whatever reason, it just went to complete hell and complete shit over a season. If Mitchell Trubisky can come back and be that guy, which a lot of people I think say he can, a lot of people say he can't, but that story, Josh Allen and Mitchell Trubisky on the same roster up there is definitely a problem. I mean, that is, if Josh Allen, if something was to happen, Mitchell Trubisky comes in, subs, plays some good, quarter and a half or something, much like Mariota did, but also there's a chance he can stink.
Right, yeah. When Josh Allen went down, I don't think this guy's beating the same drum, unfortunately.
Oh, Josh Allen goes down, you don't think he's
I mean, he's got to start 5 or 6 games. I don't think he's talking too highly of old Mitch.
I would bet $1,000 that he would actually, as soon as if Josh Allen went down, they'd say, we still got the best quarterback in the AFC East or whatever. And then that's when we would tell them, what if Mitch is able to go up there and learn how to play football?
should be cautious
What if
around
Mitch was able to get into that offense and say, hey, this is what I should have been doing instead of that? And now that Navy's back on, we'll be able to see exactly who wins in this whole thing, whose fault was it potentially, either behind the scenes or actually on the field. Because every thought of Bears' minds, especially on the offensive side of the ball, it's a top one watch from the outside in. Very good team. Defense is built, Matt comes in, he's the offense, Mitchell Trubisky playing great football. It's just chance is pretty high there.
Yeah.
So do I save that for later in my life? But then later in my life, I might not be fit enough to actually do it because you got to, you're flying the
You
big
got to be able to meet the resistance
Yeah,
there.
you got to be able to hold it. Oh, that's actually not bad for super early. 1 death per 500 jumps. So I don't know the math on that, but we'll have a calendar. So
Great, what's that? 0.25%. 0.2%.
It's my 0.025.
Hey, Pat, how y'all doing?
Great, man. Thanks for asking. What do you want to talk about?
Ellen Bond, man. He appears to be one of the most over or underlooked quarterbacks in the draft so far.
Thanks for your question, Alex. Kellen Mond not really being talked about. I don't know why. Trask not being talked about. Don't know why. There's been a couple. The guy up in Notre Dame not really being talked about at all. Ian Book not being talked about at all. You gotta remember the NFL. Obviously, you hope that all first rounders are going to be successful. Tom Brady's picked 199. There's going to be players at all positions that are scattered through this draft that we have no coverage of, that we have no clue of, who are going to go on and do something awesome. There's just so many guys I know personally. Robert Mathis, I think, 56th round draft pick out of Alabama, A&M, nobody had a clue. It was like, that's a Hall of Fame. You just never know. And then the people you think are locks, we got this graphic, and I think we do this graphic now. Okay, so everybody's thinking like, hey, we need to get a quarterback in the first round if you're a team that needs to turn it around. Now, I think there's a lot more people coming to the side of, we can do that free agency and get somebody, that's already established or whatever. But for those of you that think that the grass is always greener, if you have a first round overall pick, or first round pick, and you're going to use it on a quarterback and everything like that, it is not that normal for that to work out. 2010, Sam Bradford was drafted to the Rams. He played for 3 other teams, I think, and he's still, he's not there. That's 2010, so 11 years ago. Not that long for a franchise quarterback in the grand scheme of things, but I guess in this particular graphic, you're going to see long time. Tim Tebow, Denver Broncos, picked overall number 25. Then in 2011, Cam Newton with the Panthers. Jake Locker was drafted to the Tennessee Titans at 8 overall. Blaine Gabbert, 10 overall to Jacksonville. Blaine Gabbert, Super Bowl champion. Christian Ponder, number 12 overall pick in the 2011 draft to the Minnesota Vikings. He's obviously not there, hasn't been for some time now. In 2012, Andrew Luck, number 1 overall pick. And obviously everybody remembers Robert Griffin III. And then Ryan Tannehill for the Dolphins. And then Brandon Weeden was drafted 22 overall. He's obviously... None of these guys are even on the teams that they were drafted to anymore. Most of them aren't even in the league anymore at this point. Tannehill, though, has had a complete rebirth. And then in 2013, E.J. Manuel was the only quarterback taken in the first round. He's obviously not in Buffalo anymore. Then Blake Bortles. Then Johnny Manziel, obviously we know. Teddy Bridgewater to Minnesota. Jameis Winston to Tennessee the next year. Marcus Mariota to Tennessee. Then the Rams are back in this game. It did not work just 6 years ago. Jared Goff